tomorrow is here. Drama, it's in me pay a diwa. Makana miria babako. Industrial revolution. Abata konde nukuno. Okwa digital economy. Yeah. Agricultural revolution. Oh. Yeah. It's in Jekwa paper. The rock. Oboruzo dima. The rock. It's a week marama. The rock. Quality education and all-round development. Yo. The rock. Our tomorrow is here. I say my tomorrow is here. Our tomorrow is here. I know.
Enugu State Government organizes a town hall meeting to interact with Enugu on government policies and projects in the last 10 months of inception of the present administration. It was an avenue for feedbacks, commendations, and prospections, just as World Bank commends Governor Peter Mba for his numerous developmental strides in areas of basic human needs, with a promise to assist the government in agriculture. Welcome to today's program. I am Chika Ugu, and I'll be keeping you up to speed with the state government's activities. I'm so glad you could join us on today's program. We will begin by telling you that Governor Peter Mba has assured the people of Enugu State of his determination to provide policies and programs with immense benefits to the people of Enugu State. Governor Peter Mba made the assurance during an interactive session at a town hall meeting. Here is the report.
Our tomorrow is here. I say my tomorrow is here. Our tomorrow is here. I know.
It was a platform that afforded the people of the state opportunity to bear their minds on critical projects and programs of government that have direct impact on the well-being and development of the people since the inception of the present administration. Issues of insecurity, multiple taxation, workers' welfare, high cost of living, and poverty dominated discussion at the forum. Representatives of various groups took turns to speak.
Some people have concerns about the quantum of tax they have to pay. Is there a balance on how you intend to accomplish this? Looking at the fact that the government needs revenue to fund projects, and also the ability of the people to pay some of the taxes that are already in place.
Now, according to the scripture, a particular man said, how will I understand if nobody teaches me? What are the plans in place to sensitize these women to start using these health facilities? We all know that most of them start using the TBAs. And some pastors, I'm sorry, but I call them deputy devils. Because they keep saying them, praying and speaking in tongues without telling the women to go to hospital until they enter into obstetric emergency. And are there vehicles that will convey these women, should there be obstetric emergencies, to the military hospitals? Thank you very much.
When the federal government unbundled electricity from the concurrent list, from the exclusive list to the concurrent list, you took the lead in establishing, in running through and assenting to the new electricity law. We also tried private to the time the president, represented by his vice president, came down to Enugu and the project Light Up Nigeria, which started in the southeast. Thereafter, we had to set electricity regulatory commission. I believe Enugu would want you to bring us up to speed as regards the commission, of course, your plan towards.
Private sector in Enugu State do appreciate the good work you have put forth within this short period, especially in the education sector. Private sector is also very, very much abreast of the new policies that have been put in place. and we are keen to join force with you to make sure that every child in Enugu State gets the best so that we can compete with other parts of the world. The challenge we are having in the private sector is if we can get to know where the private sector come in the smart school that is on board in Enugu State and how we can be part and parcel of it to get access to it and to upgrade our sector to that.
Security, which we believe is paramount for any of the dreams that we have for the administration to prosper. And I want to go back to the issue of security and ask a question. You know, the executive order that's the 002 executive order 002 that dealt with the removal of street barriers. But then we've also seen a number of other dealings in terms of security, which we saw earlier this year in February concerning the Security Trust Fund and the board that you did set up. So I would like to ask you to tell us how the people of it get involved in this Security Trust Fund.
I have seen your intervention in the judiciary, and in my first visit to the VC of Enugu, he happily informed me that you made promises and have started implementing the promises of what has not been done over the years since Enugu was established. That is to say, sir, that you have promised to fence Enugu, and you have also promised to build a pavilion in Enugu. My question, sir, knowing that we have the capability to do this, my question is, how are we, the citizens, going to help you to raise money to do this? Because they are capital intensive.
Excellency, local government can offer in the next 2 hours 3,000 hectares of land with a water nearby that can give us food on daily basis. Your Excellency, my question is, can't you partner with the local government?
How do we secure our not just in the urban area, but in the remote area, in the rural communities? How do we secure our roads? Because it is hard for us, people coming from Aspa to Enugu, between Aspa and Eke is a terror zone.
In the business community, we recognize that there is shock in the economy based on the prevailing escalating inflation. We want you, being a responsible government, to pay more detailed attention to some of the businesses that are dying. If you can create an avenue for us to monitor them and even give them opportunity to have loans to revive their businesses, it will help us.
For your attention to the Enugu State Scholarship Board. We understand that your administration is just picking up and you have the law on your list. But scholarship for students is still of paramount importance. I want to beseech you, Excellency, to do something to retrieve that organization that has given opportunity thousands of students in the past to actualize their dreams and their academic careers. Your Excellency, we also want to remind you of tuition fees, especially in state-owned tertiary institutions. We want to remind you that the hardship that faces Nigeria and our state is one that has brought so many bad things and has strained a lot of families already. I want to let you know that if there's any plan for you to reduce tuition fees, especially Enugu State tertiary institutions.
Without doubt, Enugu State has gotten a governor that keeps to his campaign promises. We've seen water, we've seen roads being constructed, we've seen health improvement in health sector, we've seen the smart schools being constructed, and today we are having the first town hall meeting, which is also your campaign promise. So we are showing our appreciation to His Excellency.
Your Excellency, the Council of Political Parties know the direction of the government towards ensuring that the local government system in Enugu State becomes democratic. Because as it were, the tenure of the local government chairman have expired, and the HPMs who are holding sway are not in contemplation of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
I want to start by encouraging you, based on the publication of the SNG, to do whatever is within your reach to track down on those who have disrupted the flow of water in the Enugu. Because many people have started crying over non-flow of water. I say, even if there's anything you want us to join the state in doing to ensure that those who are tampering with this great job you started doing will be tracked down and stop from further doing such that we have the prepared. If it is possible, whether you make a statement to the people of Enugu, you have received the mandate, because the rate at which the news of the demolitions of people's properties in Enugu, the way that giving arguments to your governance and some other stories that follow have been very, very disturbing. If it is possible, you can make a statement of that. Because some people are saying, can our government who is inviting investors also same people who go and be pulling down investment and everything?
The governor, who took time to clear their doubts, said his administration is committed to transparent, accountable, and accessible governance. He identified some key sectors experiencing massive improvement, such as water, security, agriculture, health, infrastructure, and road rehabilitation. The governor, however, laid emphasis on the education sector, stating that 30% of the 2024 budget has been earmarked, while the construction of 260 smart schools is ongoing across the wards.
That our government will be about the people, and that everything we're going to do, the money we're going to spend, your money we will be spending, will be spent in your interest, and that we're going to be transparent, we're going to be accountable, and we're going to provide information. We made massive promises to you when we sought your mandate to govern you. We promised to grow the economy of Enugu State from the current levels to an exponential level. We met on ground a GDP size of $4.4 billion. We promised you in the next 4 to 8 years to grow that GDP to 30 billion. We also said to you that we're on a mission to make Enugu State the preferred destination for investment, living, tourism, and business. So, and of course, we also recognize that those promises, if we went by the trends and the growth pattern we've had over the years, we would almost be impossible to accomplish that. If you had an economy that had grown largely at 3 to 4% rate, and you're coming in to say you're going to grow the same economy at over 100% rate, it must mean that you must be able to show the things you're going to do differently, which was why we said we're going to deploy disruptive innovation in executing the programs and projects we have expressed to you. As soon as we came in, we recognized and identified the challenges of security as the biggest elephant we had in the room. And we knew it was imperative we address that. Recall that we made very consequential pronouncements, and we had to mobilize the security agencies who worked with us, indeed toiled day and night, worked tirelessly for us to have the state of security that we have today in Enugu. Of course, our job is far from done. We recognize that we're still dealing with some breaches here and there. But we've also gone on to put in place measures that allow us to ensure we identify, track, capture, and defeat the criminals. You also have to provide infrastructure for businesses to thrive. So we committed to the provision of water within a time frame of 180 days. When we came in, we were generating less than 5 million liters of water daily. Our current production capacity has gone up to 120 million liters daily. There's work currently going on the International Conference Center. In a few months, the conference center will become functional. And these whole things are deliberate. When you see the work we're doing, whether in the different segments of infrastructure, whether it's road, electricity, water, transportation, we are looking at helping these businesses that we are inviting to come and invest here in Enugu, not only to provide them the environment, but to help them de-risk some of the things that would make it impossible for them to come. So if we're looking at people we want to come here and set up their business, and we know that we have to make transportation easy for them, whether by flight or road, we get involved. So which is why we are working currently with the Federal Ministry of Aviation to operationalize the international wing of our airport. So we're expecting very soon to have not just the international wing of the airport working or functional, but we're also expecting to have the cargo terminal.
Governor Mba expressed optimism that the state's economy will multiply and assure the people of a conducive living and business environment. The town hall meeting had as its theme, Issues of Governance, the Journey So Far.
Quality education and all-round development. Yo, rock. Our tomorrow is here. My tomorrow is here. Our tomorrow is here. I know.
The World Bank has indicated its readiness to partner with Enugu state government in agriculture, with particular interest in livestock farming. The National Coordinator of Livestock Productivity and Resilience Support, LPRES, gave the indication when he led a delegation on a courtesy visit to the governor.
My tomorrow is here. Our tomorrow is here. I know.
The working visit to Enugu State is for the implementation of support mission of the LPRES project, which is a 6-year-old World Bank-assisted project under the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. It seeks to improve productivity and commercialization of livestock value chain. The national coordinator of LPRES noted that their intent is to lend support and complement the state government's efforts in ground commercial livestock agriculture and value chain development, to address systemic weakness and challenges militating against the growth and full emancipation of livestock sector in the state.
The choice of Enugu have fulfilled our criteria, readiness and commitment criteria. They were selected to be in this project, and we are here for the implementation mission with the mandate of our Minister, Senator Abubakar Dari, to speed up the implementation. So that's why we are here to see how we can speed up the implementation of LPRES in Enugu. And the basic thing about LPRES is the project development objective is to improve productivity and commercialization of livestock value chain. So we are here to speed up the improvement of livestock value chain and commercialization. And we are committed, and we told His Excellency the government, that's our work at the NCO, is to support the state in the design and also support the livestock farmers in achieving their aim. That's why we are the National Coordinating Office, and we have a very excellent working relationship with the State Coordinating Office here, LPRES, to synergize and see how we can assist our livestock farmers. The main beneficiaries are the livestock farmers, and we are here for them.
The Deputy Governor, Ifeanyi Osai, said the state will play its part in every partnership that would create value for the state and bring progress for the people of Enugu State.
The government, we invested the last 9 to 10 months of our administration to prepare the ground to receive investors. So we're asking you to help find those commercial farmers anywhere in the world who are ready to invest in livestock. We'll provide them all they need. Because at the end of the day, just as we talked about appeals having ended, at some point, LPRES will end. But it is investment of commercial farmers who will have the technical structure and competence to sustain huge production that will keep in business the medium to high level, to be the medium scale farmers you're supporting. They will support them with outgrowers program. They will have guarantees for their production, that they have offtake agreements and all that. It's only when these commercial farmers who have the investment and capacity to process are available that we leave and close the program. We cannot look back and say we all worked together to leave a legacy for. So for us, we have moved agriculture already away from subsistence activity to business. And we're looking at it as business. And then, as we rightly pointed out, is disposed more than most states to sustain that. Because we are look at our place in the map of this country. Look at our ability to move livestock products to neighboring countries. It's easier to get to Cameroon from here than most parts of this country. We have an international airport, so we can supply the world protein. We can supply the world livestock. And with your support, I'm sure we can achieve all that.
He charged the team to assist the livestock farmers design their farms and prepare the needed documents that will help facilitate access to finance.
My tomorrow is here. Our tomorrow is here. I know.
And that report brings us to the end of today's program. Do keep a date with us same time next week for another edition. Good night.
Our tomorrow is here. Our tomorrow